There's something wrong with the Matatu culture in Nairobi. Something seriously seriously wrong. Yesterday morning, something happened at Enterprise Road. One of the Nganyas was involved in a strike, not in an accident. There was a serious accident involving one of the Nganyas in Nairobi. And what the driver was trying to do is something that is really terrifying. It's really worrying. There's this thing we call manyoka, where the driver tries some new tricks and the vehicle moves in a zigzag way in order to please the Gen Zs or the new generation, young generation. And surprisingly or shockingly, the vehicle is moving at a high speed, and in most cases it loses stability. One of the cases that happened has shocked Kenyans. It happened at the Enterprise Road, and those boys who hung on the door, most of them died. More than 7 people died out of that ignorance and the recklessness. The other day, I was in Nairobi CBD, and I was just doing some observation. You know, when I'm free, I usually observe things. And I realized there are huge lines in Super Metro, huge lines in Embasava, huge lines in Sitopa. Those buses that most people had stopped using or boarding are now on fashion, and people are rushing to board them. And I questioned. I immediately I did not understand why, but I came to notice that people have stopped, especially those people who are 30 years and above, have stopped boarding these Nganyas because of that recklessness. It's very reckless. If you are on Mombasa Road, Thika Road, and you see how reckless they are, you cannot board even twice. This year, there was a law which was passed, but it was rejected in the court, where they wanted to do away with this graffiti, noisy buses, and also this reckless driving. But the law was stopped. Now, what I'm uncomfortable with is this reckless driving, something we call as manyoka. It is bad. And this is something that has caused the lives of more than 7 people. And if they continue with this habit, we'll be having accidents every month. Serious ones, because they drive in high speed. And this one has resulted to Super Metro now. It is hot cake. Go to Nairobi CBD and see how people scramble for space. It is because of recklessness of this other Ganya with graffiti and everything. And even the noise inside. And there was a time I had boarded one, and that conductor was smoking weed inside that matatu. They don't care. They don't care at all. And they're even more expensive than Sitopa, Embasava, Super Metro, Metro Tours, and others. So if they're not going to be careful, people stop boarding these Nganyas, the new ones. And the way they're expensive, you know, the owners are the top politicians, these traffic officers who are untouchable. Even if that vehicle commits a mistake, they are not going to be reported anywhere. That's why they're very reckless. So eventually, these Ghanaians are going to lose the market to the old-fashioned ones because nobody wants to die just like that. So if they're not going to reduce that speed and that thing called manioka, we are going to see accidents, many of them. And that bus is not stable. It's not stable. You cannot compare with the Mercedes. It's not stable at all. And that's why we have to warn them in advance. And Matatu business, as we know, is very challenging. If someone will spend 15 million, and then within 2 months, accident is there, they expect to recover the money as soon as possible. And if customers stop using those vehicles, then it will be a big blow to the owners. So this manioka thing, Kenyans are not comfortable with it. And it has resurrected the likes of Embasava, which those conductors were rude sometimes back. They used to be rude sometimes back, but I think they went through a training and now the Matatus are even better than these modern ones. So they have to stop.